Welcome to datascience.show, the podcast where data science meets executive leadership. We talk with top AI and analytics thought leaders about turning data into real business impact. If you're a C-level leader or data expert shaping the future, you're in the right place.
I'm your host, Mirko Peters. We explore how data science and AI drive real business impact, straight from the leaders making it happen. Today, an executive playbook for treating AI initiatives like an investment portfolio. If you're a CEO, CTO, CDO, or head of analytics, this episode is about one repeatable decision framework you can use to prioritize, fund, and scale AI work so it consistently delivers measurable value.
Here's the promise. By the end of this episode, you'll have a simple scoring model, an approach to stage-gated funding, and a 90-day checklist to move pilots toward production without getting trapped in endless experimentation.
Let's start with a common C-level dilemma. Imagine your chief data officer with a backlog of 30 AI proposals, a pricing optimizer, a fraud detection upgrade, a personalized marketing engine, and several operational efficiency experiments. Some claim huge upside, others feel incremental. Your talent pool is finite, cloud spend is rising, and the business is tired of pilots that never become outcomes. This is pilot fatigue, and it's why portfolio thinking matters now.
In that scenario, the CDO faces three painful choices: fund everything and dilute delivery, fund the safest short-term wins and starve long-term bets, or try to pick winners ad hoc and end up with a scattershot set of pilots. None of these scale. The portfolio approach gives you structure. Treat each initiative as an asset with expected value, risk, time to impact, and cost to production. Score them, allocate runway, and apply stage gates to reduce uncertainty as you commit more capital. Now, let's define the core metrics. First, expected value. A business side estimate of annualized incremental impact expressed in currency or margin uplift. Second, time to impact. How long until you see the first measurable outcome? Days, weeks, months. Third, cost to production. Full end-to-end cost to deploy and operate the solution, including integration and monitoring. Fourth, risk profile. Technical complexity, data readiness, and regulatory or ethical exposure.
Turn those into a simple scoring model. Give each initiative 4 scores from 1 to 10. Value, time to impact, invert it so faster is higher, cost efficiency, value divided by cost, and risk, invert it so lower risk is higher. A weighted sum produces a portfolio score. Example weights: value 40%, time to impact 25%, cost efficiency 20%, risk 15%. This produces a ranked list you can review at the executive level.
But scores alone are dangerous. 2 quick guardrails: require evidence-backed assumptions and protect a strategic reserve. Evidence means a short diligence packet, sample data quality checks, backtest results or proof of concept metrics, and a documented sensitivity analysis that shows how outcomes change if assumptions shift by 20 to 30%. The strategic reserve is 15 to 25% of your AI budget earmarked for long-term bets, high-risk, high-reward work that scoring models tend to penalize.
Next, stage-gated funding. Don't fund end-to-end up front. Use tranches tied to clear deliverables. Stage 0, concept, lightweight business case, hypothesis, and data sanity check. Stage 1, prototype, a reproducible proof of concept with measurable metrics. Stage 2, pilot, integration with a subset of production data and initial ROI measurement. Stage 3, scale, full deployment, monitoring, and business KPIs in steady state. Each stage unlocks only the next tranche when objective criteria are met.
A concrete example: a pricing optimizer that claims a 3% margin uplift. At concept, you validate data lineage and model feasibility in 2 weeks. At prototype, you show simulated uplift on historical transactions. At pilot, you run an A/B test for one product line and measure a statistically significant uplift. Only then do you fund the scale stage for full rollout. If at any gate the uplift isn't material or operational costs explode, you sunset the work or pivot. Don't pour good money after bad. How do you translate scores into funding decisions? Create 3 buckets: core operations, growth lever, and strategic bets. Core operations are low-risk, short-time-to-impact projects that keep the business running. Prioritize them for continuous funding. Growth levers deliver measurable growth in 3 to 9 months and should take the bulk of tranche-based funding. Strategic bets are long horizon. Fund from the strategic reserve and expect a higher attrition rate, but also larger asymmetric returns.
Operationally, align resources across data engineering, ML ops, product, and governance. For every funded pilot, assign a product owner from the business, a technical lead from the data team, and a governance owner to handle compliance and observability. Define KPIs at the start: business metric lift, model performance thresholds, deployment time, and total cost of ownership. Automate observability so you can stop manually babysitting models after deployment.
Leadership decisions matter here. At the executive level, you should run a monthly portfolio review. Overview of active initiatives, stage gate status, runway burn, and a heat map of expected value versus risk. Make 3 types of calls: double down, pivot, or sunset. Use the scoring model and evidence packets to justify each call. Hold business sponsors accountable by linking part of their incentive to realized benefits from funded initiatives.
Measuring portfolio-level ROI is about aggregation. Sum realized uplift from deployed initiatives, subtract incremental costs, and track the ratio over time. But also track leading indicators: conversion rates for pilots that reach pilot stage, average time in each stage, and percentage of initiatives that reach scale. If your pipeline has low conversion from prototype to pilot, you're likely suffering from data or integration debt and need to reallocate engineering capacity.
Heads up on common scoring pitfalls: optimistic bias in value estimates, underestimating integration costs, and gaming the scorecard. Mitigate these by requiring third-party review of assumptions, conservative baseline scenarios, and a mandated sensitivity analysis that shows where outcomes break. Also require a clear sunset plan at the time of funding. If an initiative fails to meet Stage 1 or Stage 2 criteria within agreed timelines, it's decommissioned and talent is reassigned.
For the next 90 days, a pragmatic playbook. Week 1 to 2, collect top 20 proposals and run a fast evidence check. Week 3 to 4, apply the scoring model and allocate into the 3 buckets. Month 2, launch Stage 0 or Stage 1 tranches with clear milestones. Month 3, hold your first portfolio review and make the first double down, pivot, sunset decisions. Document everything and publish a 1-page portfolio dashboard to the executive committee.
2 immediate actions you can take right now. 1. Create a single scoring template and require it for any funding request. 2. Reserve 15 to 25% of your AI budget for strategic bets so you don't starve long-term innovation. These 2 moves reduce noise and protect optionality.
A final leadership note: infrastructure and governance are enablers, not the end goal. The point of portfolio management is to convert models into measurable business outcomes. That's the difference between models and value.
If you found this episode valuable, subscribe and share it with your network. And let's connect on LinkedIn. I'm Mirko Peters. We'll be back with more conversations on how data science and AI create real business impact. Until next time.
Thanks for listening to datascience.show. If you found value in this episode, subscribe, share it with your network, and join us next time as we explore how data science drives smarter decisions and better business outcomes.